Hey, what's up guys, back with another lit video, and today we are going to be making a video on the top 3 best Outlanders of hero loadouts, their hero loadouts, and what's in their hero loadouts, and what makes them so good. So starting off with number 3, we're going to be starting off with Pathfinder Jess, which is a farming build. Get around the map faster, farming everything up, and getting everything you need to pretty much get this build. I'm going to be showing you guys the best builds and everything about it. So starting off with your commander, we're going to be using Pathfinder Jess. She has the Teddy, Seismic Smash, and Phase Shift, but you're not going to really need the Teddy or the Smash unless there is Husk coming and hurting you from behind or whatever while you're trying to farm. We're going to be focusing on the Phase Shift for right now for her hero abilities, and with her work, which increases pickaxe damage by 50%. So having that, it's going to give you a lot more pickaxe damage to break stuff faster and get around faster, to farming everything way faster, and so you can get more loot than just it taking a long time. So for the team perk, we're going to be using Long Arm of the Law, which increases anti-material charge range by 1 tile. So meaning you can break more stuff, like when you're trying to get nuts and bolts and you're in an industrial zone where there's a bunch of transformers and stuff like that in those cages. Just punch right through them and get over like 3 stacks or 2 stacks of nuts and bolts by 1 punch. Insane amount of nuts and bolts and stuff like that that you can use for this team perk. For the first support team, we're going to be using Phased and Confused, which increases phase shift maximum charges by 1, which makes you more getting around the map faster and easier. So we're gonna be showing you guys. Okay, I don't know what just happened. And this is gonna be if I can inspect. Here we go. Phase Scout Jess, which is the mythic Outlander. You can get her in the if you go to Armory, then you go to Collection Book. You can research her with legendary perk up, not legendary perk up. Here, I'll just show you. I'm not sure what it's called. I forget. But you just go to the Outlanders. You go Phase Scout Jess. You can recruit her for training manuals and legendary flux. That's what it is. So 250 legendary flux. You can get her out of here if you do not have her. Very easy to get her, which is awesome for making hero loadouts and stuff like that. But with the second support team, we're gonna have Phased Out, which decreases phase shift cooldown by 25%. So of course helping you get around the map faster. And yeah, we're gonna have Flash AC for that one, which great ability. Then our next support team, we're gonna have Strike Out, which increases anti-material charge heavy attack efficiency by 28%. Good for it, meaning the power coming back faster, so you can do more punches in time length. So yeah, that's gonna be of course Archgaleo Jess, which of course you could use her as one of your mains, but of course Pathfinder Jess is way better because of the pickaxe damage, because pickaxe damage is gonna be able to do a lot more damage to stuff, as you're gonna have to wait for your anti-material charge to get that 40 damage back to actually use it. So there's times where you can use it, and there's times where you can just use the pickaxe and it'll be a lot more efficient. With the fourth support team, we're gonna have increases movement speed by 12.5%, which is Fleet, and of course we're gonna be using Fleetfoot Ken. You can get a legendary one, it will give you more percent, but for this I only have the rare hero for him, so use him. Great hero for this. course, getting around the map faster is #1 key to getting a lot of loot and breaking a lot of brick trees and cars. For the 5th team perk and last one is going to be phase forward, which phase shift grants an additional 30% movement speed for 3 seconds, and this is going to help you move around the map, of course. And that's going to be recon scout eagle eye, which of course is a rare hero, but get a legendary one. You can upgrade her by increase rarity, which I can do when I feel like going to farm. But that is that setup, and I'll actually will show you guys this in action in the mission, testing out what this hero pretty much is. Definitely a farming course. We have 4 phase shifts to get around faster. It's a little switched up from other Outlanders. Phase shift is right R1 instead of L1. I'll be showing you guys Beetle Jets soon, and her phase shift is L1 instead of R1, but it's not gonna hurt us. While you have your pickaxe in hand, you can of course hit L2, which makes the MC I forget what it's called. How do I forget what it's called already? Anyway, we're gonna be testing out the pickaxe damage, doing over 750, 875 we just saw right there. So we're doing about 875, and if you are fast enough, you can meant to phase shift right there. You can actually hit these cars and get them out of here really fast. Of course, takes if you hit the blue every time. Oh, let me throw up these. We'll try it on this right here. Okay, so if you hit it, the blue target every time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should take about 4 hits to actually hit the car and break it if you're hitting the target every time. We are in a power level 128, so these husks are going to be really annoying. But literally I'm just trying to show off the damage of the pickaxe and the hero that gets around, and definitely breaking bricks. Only a 3 hit. Of course, you can just run around, do that, but I feel like it's more efficient to use your phase shifts than actually using your MC. Give me a second. I don't know why I forget this every anti-material charge. AMC. You're using your AMC. You want to use them for cars like this, so you can get 2 in 1 instead of just using them like on a tree or something like that. Way easier to do that. Like these school buses over here, they're really okay. Never mind, those school buses are gone. But damage for the school buses 2, 3, 4. So it's still the same as these cars right here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you're fast enough, you can probably actually get it all in one. You just hold R2 and you can actually get them. If you get closer to the car, look down, the blue target will actually just stay there. So it's a lot more easier. Same with the brick. You're just trying to get a downwards angle. You can be close enough to actually not even have to move your pickaxe at all to break these cars, which is really efficient if you're trying to farm fast. But yeah, awesome build for the anti-material charge and stuff like that. Farming, so this is number 3 of the Outlanders of the top 3 best. Different techniques and stuff you can use with this Outlander. Those are ones and stuff like that you can use. Also has the diamond loot, which you can collect the llama fragments and shows up, so you can get that extra loot. Hitting for 875. Also, just looking down right at the feet of this llama. You don't even have to move, so you get 875 while you're going. So if there's husk or something coming from the back of you, you can get this done faster, easier. And somehow we got obsidian out of that, but it's whatever. But yes, this is the build, and we're gonna go straight to number 2 of the 3. And with the second Outlander that we have for the top 3 best Outlanders is going to be Fragment Jester, which is a Teddy and a Shock Tower build, as you can see in the hero abilities. Also has phase shift, which helps a lot with the movement. We're also gonna have Fragment Generation, which is gonna be what she is pointed towards as the Teddy and Shock Tower. Every 13 eliminations gain 1 charge fragment, which is gonna be awesome towards the Teddies, meaning you can put out a lot more Teddies as you go. And yeah, so starting out, we're gonna have the team perk, which is gonna be slow your roll. Freeze melee attackers for 2 seconds. Miss monsters are slowed by 43%. Make sure you look at the requirements though. 3 heroes with 3 or more stars. So we do have 3 heroes with 3 or more stars. So make sure you do have these 5 heroes that I'm gonna show you as 3 stars or more. At least have 3 heroes who are gonna be 3 stars or more though. Starting off with this first support team though, it's going to be Static Cling, which is Shock Tower applies Affliction, which deals 50% damage per second for 3 seconds. As you can see, this hero is Wild Fragment Deadeye, which is part of that cowboy set that you can look at in the collection book if you do not have him. Then we're going to go with the second support team hero, which is going to be Berserker, which increases Teddy damage by 30%. I have mine as an epic, but you can bring yours to a legendary. It does more damage, gives you more health and shield also. And with the third support team is going to be Overbearing, which increases Teddy range by 2 tiles. Enemies take more damage from Teddy based on distance up to 40% at max range. And for this hero, it is going to be Ventura Ramirez, which is in the item shop, I believe. You can still get her out of the collection book. If I believe, I mean, you can pretty much get anything out of the collection book, so I believe you can get her out of there too. I did not show you who this is though. This is Trailblazer Quinn, which you can get her also at a collection book. Same with pretty much every hero. But with that said, we're gonna go to the fourth support team, which is gonna be Bear Stare, which Teddy fires lasers from his eyes every 2 seconds, dealing 23 base energy damage. So this hero is of course gonna be Stare Down Southie. I feel like they changed his name, I believe. I don't know though. I feel like it used to be a different name. I think it was like Reclaimer or something. But anyway, with the fifth and the last support team, we're going to have Up the Voltage, which increases Shock Tower damage by 33%. And this hero is going to be an epic also, which is Shock Specialist AC. Bring him to a legendary, and you will have more damage. Also, if you have all your support teams as 130, your health and your shield will go up, which is going to be a lot of help turning towards like Husk coming and hitting you and stuff like that. The guns that you can use for Fragment Jester would probably, honestly, you can use any guns you want. It doesn't really, this hero loadout doesn't really like pertain to any guns you have to use that give more damage or anything. Mostly just the Teddy and the Shock Tower. So we're probably just going to use the Dragon's Roar Hydra, my regular loadout that I use for like soldiers and stuff like that. So yeah, we're just going to hop into a mission and show you guys this hero loadout that you can use. Alright, so here we are in a power level 100 mission, as you can see from the Husk. We're actually going to be doing this Storm Chest right here. So we're gonna start it up right away before these husks get to me, so it'll be easier to kill them. We're gonna be mostly testing out these bears and the tower. So let's put them down. As you see, the tower is gonna be coming back in 12 seconds, which is of course gonna be making it a lot easier to kill these husks because it just comes back and you can set it right back down. It does disappear fast. Disappears in about 5 seconds, but it still can do a lot of damage. With these shielder husks though, it's going to be a lot harder to kill them. So we can just throw these turrets up to help, as you see, and it will actually help us do this storm chest, sorry. So yeah, this is the teddy bear build. And you can see those laser eyes going off every 2 seconds, as it said. We're gonna get a glimpse of that. I'll show you a quick glimpse of that in a second. We're gonna go find like a group of husks, try to get away from my teammates, as they're probably gonna be following me. Yeah, they're coming. See if I can get to a group of husks where they're not. Go away. Test out actually how fast we can kill this smasher if it stops from running away. Alright, so here we are right next to a smasher. Throw this teddy down and see its laser eyes. There you go. See the laser eyes doing damage to it as it goes. And we're actually going to throw this down. Help kill that smasher. Only thing I do not like about this build is that the I don't like about it is that the shock towers, they don't do as much damage in the time length that they have of like 5 seconds. This is a really good build because it has the shock tower and the teddies. You could change around the build a little bit more to make it do more damage to the husk, but these are power level 100 husk. Maybe making all your heroes 130 can give that extra build of damage and stuff like that. But so far, awesome build, and that is going to be the number 2 spot of the 3 Outlanders. So we're going to be going straight to the number 1 spot. And with the number 1 spot, we are going to be using and showing you guys Beetle Jets. This hero is awesome, and the hero loadout is amazing. This hero loadout is going to be for pistols and the pistol damage, and yeah, so we're going to be showing you guys this. Her hero abilities are phase shift, teddy, and seismic smash. Also with make it count, which increases pistol critical damage by 225%. So starting out with the team perk, we're going to be using Phase Blaster, which every 5 seconds your next shot will fire a phase pulse, which deals 47 base energy damage, which requires 2 Outlanders of epic or higher rarity. And in this build, you're going to have at least 3 Outlanders for this. So starting out with the first support team will be Hip Shot, which increases pistol damage by 17%, and this hero is going to be Ranger Deadeye. For the second support team, we're going to have Blaze of Glory, which is phase shift, increases pistol damage by 35% for 4 seconds, meaning after you take a phase shift, you shoot the bullet in 4 seconds after you use phase shift. It's gonna do 35% more damage, and this hero is Gunblazer Southie. So with the number 3 of the support team will be Phase Cannon, which using phase shift causes your next ranged weapon shot to fire a phase pulse, dealing 31 base energy damage, and piercing enemies switching or holstering weapons removes effect. So these two tag teaming is going to do a lot of damage. With the fort support team, it is going to be 6-shooter, which increases pistol damage by 20% and impact by 25% for the first 6 shots in magazine. So with the guns that you may be using, there's not a lot of bullets in the pistols. Some of the ones are going to be using, there's 7 bullets in the pistol, and there's also going to be 1 bullet in the pistol, and probably I believe 11 to 18 is going to be the third pistol we're going to be using. But the 5th support team is going to be locked and reloaded, which after reloading increases weapon damage by 15% for 5 seconds. Switching weapons removes buff. So right after reloading, you can use a phase shift, then shoot. It's going to be a lot of damage using these 4 perks and support teams. So for the phase cannon, you're going to be using the mythic Outlander, which is another mythic Outlander, which is going to be Field Agent Rio, which you could get out of the item shop at a time. She is now in the collection book where you can recruit her or pretty much get her out of there for legendary flux and stuff like that. About 250 legendary flux, and then you'll have to use some hero loadout folders, whatever. And for the 6-shooter, it is going to be Quick Draw Calamity, which is another mythic hero, and then you're gonna have the legendary hero or epic, which is gonna be Skull Ranger Ramirez. So that is the last hero loadout that we're gonna be making, which is the number 1 of the 3. So this is my favorite hero loadout. I use it all the time. As you see in my past videos, I usually have this skin on because I love using her, but she is only probably good for the 100 probably 100 missions down, and probably to like 116, because close to the 128 health is gonna be a problem, and you can die really fast as an Outlander. You can move around fast, but you get hit into like a storm of zombies or stuff like Husk. You're gonna need more health, so usually I use Headhunter, which is right here. But anyway, let's go into the mission and show you guys the different weapons and such that we can use with the number 1 thing that is good about this hero is his use to clear waves very fast. Her way to clear waves really fast, like this group of Husk, you can use the Founder's Revolt. Look for the biggest Husk and just start wailing on him with the Founder's Revolt, and it will take out the whole group, as you just see, of parallel 100 Husk, because of the bullet chain on the Founder's Revolt. These 3 weapons are good for different things. Of course, the Founder's Revolt is good for close-up action with groups of Husk, and then you have this one right here, this gun, which is the Jack's Revenge, which is good for headshots, taking out power level 100 smashers and takers, stuff like that. As you see, this Husk right here, gone. And you get a nice group of zombies coming at you. You just start shooting at them with this Founder's Revolt, taking out the groups of Husk. You can also use this gun, get a nice headshot on this gun right here, which is, of course, right here you can see the bald eagle. Is definitely good for using it on more like Husky Husk, the fat Husk, because doing that extra damage to the headshots, if they're not in waves of Husk like you saw in the first one. As you see this Husk right here, you can do a nice headshot to him and take him out very easily. And then when you got waves of Husk, use the Founder's Revolt. And then if we can find a smasher, which for some reason I guess is really hard, we can use this gun right here, Jack's Revenge, which takes him out in about 3 to 4 shots, or maybe 2 to 3, working on the crit damage that it brings. And I have the Founder's Revolt on energy, so it does damage to all elements, meaning the damage can be equally formed. So, because you can't have 3 Founder's Revolt, since it is a Founder's weapon and you get them out of the Founder's pack. Best thing to have is going to be energy. I cannot find a smasher, but when we start the mission, if I find a smasher, I will definitely use it on him, to show you guys the damage and how fast you can actually kill a smasher using this hero loadout and the weapons that I'm also using. So we're gonna go straight to that, as I showed you guys using the rest of the guns, and how this hero loadout is just so good for clearing out the waves of husk. And we didn't even have to use any of the teddies or our gadgets, as you see, health or anything like that. You can also collect the llama fragments, and the damage of the pickaxe is max on 500 to 625 once you get that Outlander special perk, which makes it more powerful. And you can actually go through these llamas very fast. So great all around hero. That's why this hero is in the #1 spot. Take out the big one and then go for the little ones with the Founder's Revolt. Different techniques you can use, but since I showed you guys this, we're gonna go straight to the smash. Here is a Prowler 100 smasher. As you see, there should be some more coming. As you see, here we go. Nice headshot. Boom. Over 50% damage. So 2 headshots and you can definitely one-shot this smasher. We are getting hit by smaller husks, so we're just going to use that Founder's Revolt to get rid of them. This Jack's Revenge is mostly for, of course, as you guys know, the bigger husk. So you can definitely get a bigger, boom, 75% of it, and then if I get another headshot, so 2 to 3 shots and you will have this smasher dead. Also you can shoot once with this at the smasher and shoot again, and then switch to the bald eagle, finishing him off. As you see, that it did have like a little bit left over. So that is this hero loadout, and that is the video. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps me out a lot, and trying to get to that 500 subs. I hope you guys can help me get there. We're only a couple away, so if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next lit video. Peace.